It says, question 2, what seal are we in? I've never been asked that question before, but let's go to it. It says, what seal are we in? Let's go to the book of Revelations. All right. Revelations chapter 6. All right, we'll jump around a little bit. Let's just start at verse 1.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, come and see.
Come on.
And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he sat on him, and had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
All right, so verse 2, this seal is going into nothing more than nations ruling. Different empires are rising up and ruling on the earth. So that's the first seal. That's what that's going into. All right. Read on.
Verse 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
So who can guess what this seal or this red horse is referring to? Let me hear Brother Aaron. Now I want some scriptures too, because it says there went out another horse that was red. That's number 1. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. That's another point. To take peace from the earth. That's number 2. And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So there's 3 precepts I'm looking for. And I'll go over them again. Red. Okay. Then the second one would be take peace from the earth. And the third would be gave him a great sword.
Shalom.
Shalom.
The first one, you can go to Genesis 25 and 25.
All right, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. You can't hear me? Oh, Aaron, we can't hear Aaron. All right, turn up Aaron's mic, please.
Genesis 25 and 25.
All right, read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25.
Come on.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
What was his name?
And they called his name Esau.
All right, so Esau is this red horse. So when we read in verse 2, that was all the great empires or nations before Greece came into power. All right, the first seal was all of the empires and great nations before Greece came into power. Okay. All right. Now you got red dragon, right? So I say not dragon, but red horse. Now it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Now deal with that part.
First Maccabees 1 and...
Uh-oh, you faded out. You said it strong, but then you faded out. Let's try it again.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse... because 1 and 10.
All right, let's read that.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 10.
Come on.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes.
What was Antiochus? What was Antiochus's? Am I saying that right? What was his nationality?
Greek.
He was a Greek, right? Read on.
Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome. And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Now, you don't want 10, you want verse 9. Verse 9, that's what you want. All right, read that.
Verse 9. And after his death.
After whose death, men?
Alexander.
Who?
Alexander the Greek.
Alexander the Greek, or they call him the Greek. I ain't calling him the Greek. But Alexander the Greek, right? Read it again.
And after his death,
come on,
they all put crowns upon themselves.
So who all put crowns upon themselves? The 4 generals. Who can name the 4 generals? Brother Daniel.
You had Ptolemy, Cassandra, Lycurgus,
Lysimachus.
Lycurgus,
Start again. Do it, list it again. Say it again.
okay. You had
Cassandra.
You had Ptolemy, Lycurgus,
Lysimachus.
I forgot the last.
Forgot the last one. Mordecai. Seleucus. Very good. Y'all did good. Get a round of applause. Good job. All praise. All right. So, read verse 9 again.
Verse 9.
Come on.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
So the 4 generals all put crowns upon themselves. Come on.
So did their sons after them. Many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
And what?
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
So by this empire, this Greek empire, evils were multiplied on the earth. Going back to Revelation 6:4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, that's Esau, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. We just read about that in 1 Maccabees 1:9. Then it says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right, Brother Aaron, last precept, you said a great sword.
Trying that precept. But that's when
Hold on, don't say it. You got to give me the precept.
okay.
Who got it? Brother Jasher.
Genesis 27 and 38.
All right, let's go there. Genesis 27:38. All right, it said, unto him a great sword. Okay. All right, read that.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 38.
Come on.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above.
Come on.
And by thy sword
By thy what?
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Right. That was the blessing that was given to Esau. Okay? So, without a shadow of a doubt, the second seal is going into the rise of who? Esau. All right. So, Revelation 6. Now let's read verse 5.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Read.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Now, this is going during the time of how Esau dealt unjustly or wickedly with the dark nations. For example, what were we going over not too long ago? Was it Leopold? Is that what we're going over? Hold on. The ivory. That's what I'm talking about. The Leopold, right. The ivory. How he dealt unjustly with the, I can't just say 100% Hamites, but the Hamites and our people over there on the west coast of Africa. All right, he did a lot of treaties with the dark nations, the Israelites and the Hamites. Give me that in Psalms chapter 55 and 21. Okay? Because it says the balances. That's talking about different ways. It's talking about currency. So he's making deals unjustly with the dark nations. Okay? Read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Come on.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
So when it came to Esau, they had that ability in commerce and trade, all right, to make deals. But Esau, what they would do, they would develop treaties. For example, they would agree upon something with Africa. They agree on something with another country, but they would break them every time. All right? Read that again.
Verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Come on.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
But war was in his heart.
That's how Esau would dwell in the fatness of the earth. Because why? He would go conquered by the sword. That was his gift. So he would dwell in the best places on the earth. All right? And this didn't come by night. He actually had to do what? Overcome nations. Overcome these nations. All right? Now let's go back. Revelation 6 and start at verse 7.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say,
Come on.
Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Come on.
And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
Right, so the Renaissance period. Give me Job 9 and 24. Okay. And then give me that in Malachi. Give me Malachi first and then give me Job 9 and 24. Give me Malachi first. You know, we'll rock. You know that one. Just read Malachi 1 and 1.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1.
Come on.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Come on.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Read.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
Right, so Edom says they are impoverished, all right? Who impoverished Edom? I'm asking it like that. What was his name? Who impoverished Edom? Or who made them desolate? Who did it? Who was responsible? What was his name? Let me hear it, Jeff.
Septimius?
Yes, Septimius Severus. What year?
I don't know the year.
You don't know the year? You know the year.
Oh, 193 AD.
Right, 193 AD. Right. All right. So let's read that in Malachi again.
What, verse 3?
Yes.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Now when it says we will return and build the desolate places, that would be called what? Because Renaissance means what? Rebirth, right? Rebirth. Now check this. Revelation 6:8, it says, And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. So the Renaissance period, hey man, Esau didn't look back. They were shaken, they were wounded a little bit, but once the Renaissance period came, full head of steam. Nobody was messing with Esau, and still not even to this day, okay? Now, Job 9 and 24. And then go back to Malachi to get the verse 4.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Come on.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, Revelations 8 says, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. That's what it says right there. All right, read that again.
Verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Come on.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So now let's read verse 4 of Malachi to show who the wicked are.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4.
Come on.
Whereas Edom saith, and we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The border of what?
The border of wickedness.
All right, so let's go back to Revelation 6, and let's pick up at verse 9.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 9.
Come on.
And when he had opened the fifth seal,
The what?
the fifth seal,
Read.
I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God.
Come on.
And for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
So now we are around this stage right here. Because the question was, what seal are we in? So what is that talking about? That's talking about Abel. All right, that's talking about all of the prophets that wicked Jezebel had put to death. That's talking about all the servants of the Lord who died unjustly. Okay, they're crying out to the Father, saying, when will we be avenged? When are we going to be avenged? So you would ask, how could I just say from reading that's where we're around? We got to read on. Read verse 11.
Verse 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them, and was said unto them, that they should rest yet for a little season.
Come on.
Until the fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
So that's how I know. Because our forefathers, they waiting right now. So the same things they did have to be fulfilled by who? Us. It has to be fulfilled by us. Okay. Now read verse 12.
Verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood.
Come on.
And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth.
What is this going into, brothers?
Nuclear.
Huh? Yes, the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord. Has the day of the Lord come yet? No. So we are in verse 11. That's where we at right now. Okay? So we're in between the fifth and the sixth seal. Y'all understand that? All right.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How about you? How about you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.